Welcome everyone to episode 5, not 4 or 2 or peace of the Bad Leavers podcast. I'm Sam,
I'm John.
and I guess what I'm thinking of right off the bat is it was a beautiful day today in Buffalo. It's kind of rare at this point in the year, to be honest.
Getting warmer.
It is getting warmer. I immediately could tell that the weather was nicer, especially because I was sweating. But on my drive home today, I kind of live right near a park, and I drove by two guys playing what could only be described as one-on-one, except they were kind of playing against the ball. It looked like they were. I'm not even like just saying this like to be funny or to try to make you laugh. They were ass. Like they were so bad. I'm serious. I watched because it was a red light, which was beautiful.
Your acting is ass.
Is ass.
Sorry, go ahead. Your balling is ass.
It was literally so bad. And I looked, and the one guy got stuck. Like he clearly stopped dribbling and was like, and the other guy was literally in his face, and he just kind of like just went around him kind of thing, and it was a complete brick. But I was like, you know what? He got lost in coverage. It's fine. I could accept that. He got like got D'd up. I guess that's fair.
Dude shifted formation on him, and he did.
Dude gets he picked, but he didn't roll, and the other guy gets the rebound, comes back around, just immediately just runs right back to the 3-point line, rips his own. That was a pure air ball as well, like pure. Like you can't even try to shoot that. Like it was literally terrible. And then this was all in the same red light. And then the other guy gets that rebound, shoots his own J, and that was also a bit terrible. I couldn't watch. I couldn't stand to witness any more of it. There's only so much I can see that's bad before I.
There's only so much pitiful ball
that I can witness before.
Honestly, and that not just ball. That's for any sport. Like there's only so much pitiful action you can watch before you're like, all right. Like the other Red Sox game, I was like, I'm done. I sat there for like 2 hours and watched them get clobbered. I'm like, I'm done. Good night. Like, and then try again tomorrow, boys.
And because
I can't do it.
And because baseball is such like it can be like such a mindless like I just love the sound of the game most of the time. Like I'll watch any game just to hear it because I just love that. Like that's like the ocean for some people. I can listen to that all day. The quiet crowd sound and the bat and the glove, everything. I love it. It could put me to sleep, but I love it so much that I couldn't. But that'd be the only reason I kept it. Like that's the kind of thing where I realize I'm like, why am I still watching this after a while? It's just kind of comforting. But then you're like, we're losing 7-2.
But it's funner. I hate that I just said that. It's funnier when it's strangers though, and you're like, they're just embarrassing themselves and they don't know you can see it. Like it's different.
They don't know.
Like pro athletes make mistakes all the time, and you're like, oh my god, that was so humbling. But like for it to be like anyone, it's better because they're not looking around to see if you're watching. Like
except if I'm the one that bricked, I'm looking stat before it hits the ground.
Yeah, I'm hitting that
because that's all it hit was ground. That's it. I would immediately be looking around because I'm surprised there weren't that many people around. But
I mean, it was supposed to rain like all day, and it just didn't.
Right.
Until like whatever time.
And now it was raining. Yeah, you caught some on your way in here. I felt kind of bad because I got
soaked. Like
it was pretty
my
bad.
worst nightmare. Literally my least ideal sitch, and I literally said walking out the door, I was like, should I bring an umbrella or like? And I was like, I don't know, but like an umbrella is the kind of thing where like once you commit to having it, if you carry it around the whole time and never use it, you're pissed.
Right.
Or at least I am. Maybe I just have problems, but like I was like, if I get there after multiple stops, if I get to your apartment and I never have to open the umbrella, I'm gonna be like, well, that was great. Even if I didn't even have to take it out of the car, but just the idea to me, I was like, no, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. And the second we stepped out, I was like, it's drizzling, and then it just kept picking up until I just parked here, however long ago, and it was literally pouring.
Oh, it was bad. I opened the front door and you could hear it.
Cats and dogs out there.
I was looking. It was certainly. It was raining felines and canines for sure.
Actually, I just thought of a quick story. Well, it's so bad to introduce something as a funny story, but if no one else has heard it, but
totally is. Oh, Bo, please make us laugh with this hilarious story.
At some point in college,
that's hilarious.
Good. At Universidad.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Clay Hills. in college, it was my freshman year, and my roommate, his sister was a junior when we were freshmen, so we would go hang out with them because it was COVID year, our freshman year, and like we didn't feel like socializing a ton, and we had juniors to go hang out with and like
Yeah.
drink with and do fun stuff.
Fun
And
stuff.
so we went over there, and it was his sister and her three roommates. So it was the four of them, and they'd sometimes invite other friends or whatever. One of the roommates was from Long Island or like some area of New York, and she had an accent, and she had a dog. And at some
Oh.
point, and one of them had a dog.
Oh,
And
not that one.
And at some point, no, it wasn't her dog. I'm mistaken. But
Am I mistaken?
no, I'm mistaken.
Oh.
Anyway, she was telling some story about the dog, but she kept saying dog like the whole time. And like all the rest of us, I think were from around here or ish.
Roughly.
Like, yeah, roughly Buffalo or like Orchard Park or something. And so I don't. No one else was. I think they were all just closer with her and were more used to it. And I looked around like, and I don't remember what I said, but I said something that had incorporated that so I could say dog in it, and
Yeah.
she did not. Like she was
Really?
like, and everybody else was dead, and she was not. And I was like,
Oh, so she probably took
and
offense.
I was, you know, when you're like really dead at your own joke, like I was dead.
You could probably
Like I
have-
was like, I thought I cooked, and I thought it was funny, but and other people were laughing too, so I was like, right.
Well,
And
she
then I kind of
probably-
looked up, and she was like,
But
I was like, oh,
but when you think about it,
oh, I think she was like doing something like some sort of exercise or stretch or something. She played a sport, and she was like, yeah, and I like she bent down or something. She was like, and the dog kept pulling on my pants or something, and I was like, oh, like whatever I said, like I hate when dogs do that or something, and she was like not having it, and I was kind of gagged because
I
I
mean-
thought it was funny.
it's not hard to imagine that she probably just thought you were making fun of her.
Well, I was,
Well,
but
you
also
were,
like
yeah.
lighten up,
Right?
like you're grown. I also hate. I'm just gonna say everything I hate every episode now, but I hate that. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I wasn't saying you're dumb. I
No,
wasn't
I-
making an offensive joke. I literally just, you know, that none of us talk like that. Like the context to me makes sense. None of
Well-
us talk like that. You're the only one here that does. And the way that I don't know you very well, so that actually surprised me that you talk like that. And I was just saying it back to you. I wasn't like I didn't say it in a funny voice, like I was saying. You know what I mean? I
No.
wasn't like, oh, this is dumb. Like I literally just said, oh, like I hate when dogs do that.
No, I know, but
Like, get out of here!
but if it were
You're dragging it.
But if it were you would probably be like, "What the hell was that
I'd
about?"
be like, That's what
I
I
don't think you would. I think you would be like, you'd after you text, you'd be like, and they kept making fun of the way that I.
Right, okay, but even if I were to do that, that would be privately. Like I would go to someone and be like, dude, what the hell was that?
No, but that
I wouldn't look at you back and be like,
no, but that doesn't mean she had to be overly enthused. Like she
no,
didn't say it.
She
but
didn't have to be weak and dead. But it was just the point that like it was also the point like I was clearly making a joke.
Well, yeah.
Like I wasn't outwardly just bullying, like or making fun of someone. Like it's a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah. That is tragic though, especially when the person it's not like person it's about, but it's more directed at doesn't like it, and especially when everybody else does. Then you kind of want to be like, right, guys, like you kind of want them to.
No, I know. And I
Vouch.
looked around like, and other people were laughing. So I was like, but like, I don't know. I feel like people take more offense when it's in your own area, be your own, because like
Yeah,
I feel like Buffalo people hate when you point out that they have the accent. Like they don't like it.
a lot of people don't even think they do.
No, and people don't think it exists. Like people that have it don't even know.
No.
But my point is that like once you point it out, they're like no one's that's never gone well for me.
No, well, but again,
It's a
there's
bad accent. It's bad.
it is pretty bad. But again, there's also a degree. Like I keep seeing this guy on Instagram who's doing videos of the Buffalo accent, and he's trying.
We should get on that.
I know, but every time I watch it,
It'll get like 12 likes.
I know. You always use 12.
Do I?
The other one, you're like all 12 of you.
It'll get 275,000 likes.
Right.
300,000 everyone in the city and surrounding areas.
Right. But it's hit or miss for me. Certain words are better than others, and I just feel like, and I genuinely was watching it like, I don't know, because we have the New England influence. we're slightly outside of like just pure Buffalo, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I hear it when our dad says that. Like I hear it more because I definitely say things a little bit like that, but I don't say car. Like nobody you don't drive a car. I don't say that, but a lot of people do. A lot of people do, and dad does too.
Yeah.
But I genuinely was watching the video and I was like, I don't think this is that accurate. Like some of the words
I
were
feel
like
like maybe
things
I've
people
seen one.
like some of the words were things people say, like words that only matter here. Like he said cheek to Vegas, and I was like, that's pretty funny. And I'm impressed he knew it. I mean, he's from here, I think. But then the top comment was like, if you don't think this sounds like you know, then you're the problem or something. But I'm like, it can you should be allowed to get your back up
Like
about
maybe
it.
it sounds like you.
Yeah,
Why does it have to be me?
but me. Well, I feel like even for like that girl, for the dog girl, like I'm sure there's probably I'm sure you said it how she did, but to her ear maybe not. But I'm sure to her there are people that do, which is the point. Like other people, I'm sure can hear it also, but
Yeah.
it just changes because some people have it more harshly than other people do, and I definitely catch myself saying like on, of course, like especially when I'm talking quickly,
Yeah.
I definitely do. But
No, yeah. It's
but
it slips sometimes, but
yeah, but it's not those like really noticeable. Again, like eggs, legs, mouth. We never played with Legos, like things that I know are only happening here.
yeah, no, that's fair.
But I don't know. I kind of thought it was annoying because the premise was good and the words were good. Like the
But
examples
the
were there.
execution was kind of
Yeah,
weird.
the examples were there. And then he would provide a sentence after, like to explain it, like to put it in context.
Mm,
And it just felt like keywords. Like it
yeah.
kind of I don't know, just kind of very
It was just
buzzwordy, just
yeah,
to
yeah.
prove that he knows. And I was like, I get it. Like he was dropping like when he said Cheek to Vegas, he I don't know said like some high school there. Like I don't remember what he did, and it was fine because again I was like, okay, like he knows what he's talking about. But it just bothers me. But I mean I guess that's why it probably bothered that girl too. But
Grow
people
up.
are really picky about that stuff, especially about what they take as a joke. Like I'm sure like mom literally got rid of her Massachusetts accent because people made fun of her enough. But it's also just about, I guess, whatever you decide is offensive and not, because some people are totally game for that. It depends. But some people just think you're mocking them too. See, I just said
It just
mocking.
you know.
I can
It just
admit
goes
that.
back to what I said though. Like I wasn't. It was pretty clear I wasn't degrading.
No.
I wasn't repeating it back in a weird way or like I didn't make it sound worse than it was. Like I literally just said it how she said it. Anyway, I guess it wasn't funny to you, but it
Well,
was funny at the time. So you have to take my word for
I'm
it.
sure, right. But it does make
And she
me.
was in my my Zugendies studies class, I think.
That's not a real thing. Another, like, um, what is that called? Well, I can't think of it at all now.
D's
In like
nuts.
in in like
Oh,
a in a song when you have like a what's that called? Call and response, I think. Is that what it is? You're telling
if
like
you told me what you were talking about,
no,
I
it
would be
is,
able to tell you.
like it is a call and response.
What is though?
But I'm saying
Like you haven't gotten there, which is why I'm saying I can't help you.
what I was saying is you're telling call and response jokes where like you need somebody to be like, what is that? And the iPhone's
No,
not
I
going to
don't
do
want
that to
that.
you.
Wait, well, what?
But with the Zugendees and no
Oh,
one's gonna be like, what? To have you explain it. Be like, Zug, what did you say? Zugen what? No, and the camera's not gonna do
Zugen.
it. In the comments, no, nobody comments. But in the comments, maybe. But that's it. But regardless, the thinking back to you running in the rain, I couldn't help but think of. I mean, everybody hates it, but I was surely thinking, of course you do. And
Yeah, it was annoying as hell.
And on this fine day, I would like to know what else you're hating. What's coming to mind?
Okay,
What do you got in the vault?
so I totally already forgot the first one. Oh, no, I didn't. Um,
That's how memory
the
works.
first one, these are, we're getting more specific with these. We're getting more niche.
Okay.
But this one I feel is still relatable. It's not just me being crazy. I hate when you're swiping on Instagram or I tap. Do you tap through your stories or swipe?
Oh, I tap all day.
Okay, good. Yeah, me too.
I've never
I'm a
swiped.
tapper from way back.
Never gonna swipe.
So I'm tapping through the stories, right? And who knows what's like just a random example, like a picture of one of our friends and they tag somebody else that I know but I don't follow. Or I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was their account. Like I've seen that before. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then they're tagged in a weird specific spot on the screen, and then you go to click it, and then it goes to the next story. And then I'm like, it's not because I want to see their account that bad.
Yeah,
I just want to win now.
right.
So then I go back and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and specifically Instagram does that. Like you can place it somewhere, or like you go
Right.
somewhere to eat and you tag the place. I'm like, oh, I want to see what they have. Nope. If you put it in like the bottom or top corner, too far to the right,
Yeah.
it'll scroll to the next one. I'm like, can't you tell? I'm literally touching on the. Oh my God.
It's me.
Yeah, that one drives me insane.
Even if it's just far enough right. Like when you're dragging it and it stops you at half, if you put it a certain degree farther than that on the right side, that will happen every time. There have been times where I'm like, it's in a reasonable location.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's sometimes it's not even that egregious,
No.
and I'm still like, trying to do it. And
No,
it
I
won't
hate
let
it.
me.
I absolutely hate that.
That one
That
I
one's
get with.
Instagram specific though, I guess, because that one doesn't really translate to other apps. But
but I get with that heavy. But I think in
not
the same,
every telephone application
but
is going to be applicable.
it's not always that context, but it is other apps because on TikTok I get the stupid like find related
Find
thing.
similar.
I don't care what sweater he's wearing. I'm just trying
my
to pause
God.
the video.
I literally like slap myself every time that happens at home. God, it's so annoying.
I thought you meant like,
No, well, yeah, I'm like, like,
well, that's fine.
oh my God, no, it's so aggravating.
it-
I'm like,
it-
no, I don't want to find similar to the guy that's just cutting the shrubs outside in a satisfying way. Like, yeah, I do want similar, but like then it gives you like the shears he's using on like TikTok shop.
Yeah,
I'm
like
like, even if I wanted similar, that's not that.
yeah, like it's not similar videos. It shows you similar products
Like,
to what's in
so
it.
me showing interest in the guy who trims the shrubs, that means I want to go to TikTok shop and buy the shears that he's not even using.
Or promoting.
Like what?
I know that bothers
But I
me.
hate the ad videos now too, like how they don't look like ads anymore. Or it's a girl. I've seen so many, it's
And they
girl,
tell a
like-
story.
and they say that their boyfriend cheated on them, and they use this app to figure it out, and the ad is for the app. I'm like,
Yep.
that's literally so foul.
I
Like,
just had one that I let play in the car when I was driving because I was like, yeah, I'm in. Pun intended, I'm buckled for this. And it was how this girl went to her high school reunion, and this
you
guy.
didn't know it was an ad at first. Or
No,
you did.
no, I had no idea until it ended. Because I wasn't looking or reading comments. Normally, I'll read comments as I'm listening to it, but I was
Okay.
driving, so I couldn't. It was just pure audio.
You just had TikTok on your phone.
Because it was a story. I was listening to the story, and I was like, I want to hear where this goes. So I put it like on my lap and was driving.
they really got you.
Because I was like, I wanted to hear it.
Oh dear.
And it was like high school reunion. This guy had a glow up, and the girl was like, oh, this guy used to like be in love with me for a couple years of high school, and
You're listening to a fanfic audio. What do they
No.
call those? Wattpads.
yeah,
But those are
Uh-huh.
like celebrities. You're like
well, yeah.
characters.
But then she had this whole story, and it was so specific that I was like, who's take like by the time I realized it was an ad,
Smut audio.
I was madder at the concept of like, now she's taking time to come up with this story.
For the ad,
For
not the
the-
ad for the story.
And it was for an app that this guy claimed because he claims that like what changed his whole like personality and outlook and made him successful was that he followed this app. The second I heard her say that, I was like, and that was, I don't know, minutes in, like it was deep. And I was pissed, like literally.
That's really good though.
It's not like I was driving like happily, but I immediately was like, when I heard that, and it was a red light, and I was like, get this off of here.
That's
But I wanted to see, and other people in the comments were like, "Are you serious?" Like people get pissed.
yeah, I would.
It's so stupid. It's really but we would gladly do that for the sponsors.
Oh yeah.
If you would be so gracious
All
as to
day.
sponsor the show, we too would concoct elaborate fake stories just to promote whatever it is.
all
okay?
day and
So
all night.
keep that in mind, sponsors. But that's on the way. We can be actors for you.
Hey, hey, Olipop.
Yeah, yeah. And this guy, he was obsessed with this drink. He wouldn't tell us what
Hey,
it was.
Gatorade. We're like purposely picking brands. We're like, what?
Yeah, that. But the
Oh,
app.
Nike. What was that? Did you see? Do you know? There's a TikTok guy, and he used to just dance. And then he was in a Nike ad, and he has collabs with Bob Odenkirk, and he met Young Thug. I'm like, what? Dance?
I'm
He
sure
has
I
these
would if you showed.
carpets that say "Bust a Move" on it.
I'm sure if you showed me,
His
I
name's
would
like
know.
Evan or something.
I'm sure I would know. But do you have any other hate
Oh yeah.
selections?
Um,
Great.
I actually think I forgot the second one.
You forgot the first one for a second.
No, I
already.
remembered that.
Yeah, but
Okay, I
at
got
the
it.
birth of it,
I got it. This one is kind of just me, maybe, but this one is when people use babies for photo ops. You know how many times I just saw somebody post a picture. I'm like, whose kid is that? And they don't say. So it's like just them like holding a baby. I'm like, where did you get that?
what?
You never seen that? Or like people who are like, it's like your cousin and they're like taking pictures with it. I'm like, why are you taking pictures with the baby?
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Like, why are you making that the centerpiece of your photo shoot? That's weird.
I saw one with somebody whose like sister or best friend had a baby, and I remember I screenshotted it. I think I sent it to you, or maybe I didn't though, or I was going to. But the first name was terrible, and I remember I just couldn't believe it. But same thing, I was like, you took, and it was a collage. So they had taken like 3 or 4 different pictures, like one with both of them and the baby, one
Yep.
with just her holding it, and then one with just the mom and the baby, and then one with just the child. And it was literally like, 2026. It was like, welcome baby Braxton into the world, or whatever it is.
Yep.
But the name was specifically so bad that I screenshotted it. Of course, I'm not going to remember it now. I don't have it
Our
anymore.
little baby Crook Waters.
Crook Waters.
Like-
We should do another name
Yeah, that's
name
valid.
video actually. That is a totally valid hate though, because
Like people, and it's not even just photos. I guess like the way that people use like babies to
What?
like their advantage drives me
What?
nuts. It's like the people level use the same thing like the military discount, the elderly discount, the baby discount. Like no,
Well, they don't go
they
in
get to
places
cut all
like
the lines. Like you could just make that up all the time. When I have a kid, I'll be like, oh, he soiled himself, and skip all the lines everywhere ever, and just
Well,
spray some fart spray.
I don't
behind
think
them.
I don't think you'll get served quicker because your baby pooped.
No,
I
like
don't-
no,
I
they
don't think like you're
I'm
not
telling
gonna,
you, people that carry babies around get more out of life. Like they really do.
I don't think that's true.
And then, not to mention, everyone that walks by goes, "Ah."
I don't think that's
You've
true.
seen hundreds of babies. Most people probably have. And that one is so cute that you had to stop. "Ah."
Well, they probably do it to everyone. I don't think
And they don't even do that to like their nephew when he's born. But like the random baby on the sidewalk. The random baby. You're like, oh, that's the one you're gonna fixate on? And like the way that there's like
This-
the way that there's like Instagram and TikTok pages for babies and like celebrity kids. Like
Yeah.
Assad Khaled had an Instagram like maybe 2 hours after he was born.
Yeah.
Why do we need to do that? That's outrageous to me. And then he used him for the cover of his album to promote it. Not fair.
And he was
Exactly
he
what
was
I'm
an
saying.
executive producer of one of them.
Like you're kidding. And half the songs he said Assad in them.
You know,
Like it was his name. Like
I know he did.
did-
Assad.
yeah.
And
I'm like, why is he doing that?
in that yelling voice that he does? Yeah. I used to do that.
He started to stack them and then it got bad. Like the last 30 seconds are just him pausing every couple
Yeah, you're
seconds
right.
and then saying God did and then saying another one.
We
And then saying we the best and then
yeah.
saying Assad. Like I was like
Another
okay.
one.
Yeah, I'm like he needed like 7 by the end.
I used to do that at work. Probably 5 times a day. I
Do
would,
what?
Lion, right? I would do trying to bring out the cappuccino. You know how he turns his head like that and puts his lip up? Yeah. Call me asparagus.
Asparagus is my favorite one ever because he's wearing all green.
Yeah.
Call me asparagus.
And his hair looks asparagus.
And he always has
too.
he takes like 2 steps, but he still has like tries to like strut into it.
Yeah, he does.
So good.
Yeah, he does. And I
Let's
was
go golfing.
and
Like,
I was
what is wrong with that?
Gatorade. I was telling somebody else at work about how we used to do the Chef D what we got.
And the jet skis videos.
Yeah,
Those
and
used to
every
be-
morning. And that was the lion. He'd go up to this gold lion statue in his backyard and go, Lion, Lion. And then you'd click to the next one and it would be eggs.
Chef D. Chef D, what we got was not enough people know about that. Like, I don't think I've ever talked to anybody about Chef D, and because I didn't think they would know.
I know.
Nobody knew who that was. We were so in tune.
Yeah, we
like,
were.
we knew what he was doing every day.
And then he would go to the Apple store. Remember that? And it would be mobbed because people would know he'd be there. He'd go there almost every day for some reason.
And then you get his haircut like once every 12 hours.
He would be on the elliptical. And then he would go to his shoe
He's
collection.
literally been the same weight the entire time.
Oh, at least.
Well, I
20
guess
at
that's
least
not true.
20.
He's lost weight, but he had so much to begin with.
Now he's lost a lot more, but I'm not going to speak on the GLP-1 aspect possibly of it all. But he was working out every day, eating eggs and fruit.
He was friends with GLP Diddy though as well because they were on the 4 together. I think. Remember that cringy
Oh,
show,
yeah,
the
yeah.
singing show?
Yeah, I do remember that. Why was he? I don't know why
And-
Khaled was on it.
Or P Diddy.
I know, but especially Khaled.
I would say especially P Diddy. Like,
Well, yeah.
what did he do?
But at least
I mean, we
but at
know what
lea-
he did, but what? But what did he do that was so great musically that he needed to mentor
I know.
youngins? Like, we need to remove that from all streaming platties because that's literally what they were doing.
But I also hate I think like obviously producers are like maybe the most important part of music. Like they don't get enough credit for anything really. But I can't help but feel like DJ Khaled's not mixing that.
And the other,
I don't know.
and that other
but-
the other scrawny, pasty white guy that was in it, I could never tell you his name ever. I never would
From
know.
that show.
Yes, the other one that wasn't Megan Trainor was a little white guy, and same thing. He was like a producer of some sort.
I have no
I
idea.
understand that being a producer of that level requires a skill set,
Yeah.
right? That I don't possess. That you would have to learn and study and get better at. However, and like a lot of them are exposed to good musicians, but that doesn't mean that you innately have an ability to scout out great talent on this show before they blow up. Like that's not what that means.
Right.
I mean, we already said that about AGT too. Like none of them were qualified.
Well,
The only show they really ever had qualified judges or like panels for was Top Chef, Ink Master, Project Runway, and I had one more that was gonna be really good.
The Voice, I was gonna say.
Yeah, The Voice too. Yeah,
It's all singers.
but then the good ones too. But
Yeah.
there's another one that's gonna drive me nuts. I don't know what it was gonna be, but all those shows like they're qualified to judge.
Yeah.
And then you have AGT, The 4, The Masked Singer, like all the other shows that you're like, why are they judging that?
I think
Like that doesn't make sense to me.
at this point it is now episode 5.
We're done. I know.
If you hear AGT or Masked Singer, take 2 shots, okay? Because you're gonna be hammered. It's all we can seem to get to. It doesn't matter what we start with. We always find a way to squirm into frickin' AGT.
On their way back home.
I was just
AGT's home.
well. Oh no, that was American Idol. Those judges were
Merrick what?
No,
No, what were you...
Merrick. And
Oh, that was
Ida.
Merrick. What?
Yeah.
What?
You threw me off with the Merrick.
Yeah, I guess I did.
He has abilities. He has powers.
Me or him?
No, not you. Definitely not.
He wouldn't have even won the 4. Like if he was on another show,
He wouldn't have even
put him on American Ninja Warrior.
Well, yeah.
Also, that's another thing I hate. Random one I just thought of. I don't hate like the show itself as an idea, as a premise, but when you watch it, you're like, oh my god, I could only take 4 seconds of this at a time.
it's really
It's
intense.
brutal. And especially when it first started, it was just rich white guys that lived on farms and had nothing better to do but like chop wood and get jacked. Like they were lumberjacks. And they go and the announcers are like they're just screaming, "Ah!"
Yeah,
and,
they would.
and then they started doing the live audience thing and
Well,
I was like,
The-
I don't care
Well, I think
about the buzzer. Like,
where it really got, where it took a cringy turn that I started to back away was when they somehow came up with the concept of like creating like characters.
they developed fan bases. I'm like, this is
And
ridiculous.
one guy would do it every, but I don't know how they'd come back and do it again. It would have been 3 months since the last one aired. So how often are they showing up to do this course?
And they must not have taken it down because they
No
were using
way.
it so much.
But then they'd be like, oh, it's Jesse Graff. Was that a person that
I
did it?
think.
I swear. I
No,
think it was.
Jesse.
Or was she? Was she
That's
an Olympian?
someone though. I don't know. We'll have to. You guys look that up.
Yeah.
But that is someone.
And then there was some guy. Who
I
used
could
to, there
look
was
it
some
up,
guy
but-
who used to wear a mask. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, they had some. They all had names. And then it would go to Matt Eisman. He'd be like, and can they tackle Mount Midoriyama? And they would cut. And it was
And Matt
this.
Eisman is sort of entertaining, but like the show got
He's-
so old.
Yeah.
And Akbar.
God bless him.
Akbar Bajabiamila is
God bless
a
him.
legend. But it was just the point that I'm like,
Well, because Matt
how
Eisman
many
would.
cycles of this?
Matt
can they
Eisman
do?
would do all the smelling salts, and then they'd just press record and
Yeah.
go.
And Loki, like growing up in the era that we did of having Wipeout,
Oh yeah.
it was basically like you sucked all the fun out of Wipeout
Yeah,
and made
right.
it a full blown like jacked white dude competition. And I
Because
was like, that
The
sucks.
beauty
And there
of
were
white.
women in it eventually, but even in the beginning, I was like, it's literally just the
Yeah.
same category of person
Because the beauty of Wipeout is you'd have straight oafs, and you have like
on purpose. Yeah,
dudes that like ate Cheetos and farted, and they'd go on there on the big balls and try to win. That was what was fun. Is that we'd be on the couch like, no way, because it was us that was on it.
and they would elaborate more. Like they would make the two gyms would
Yeah.
make comments and jokes about the people from what they heard, and then they would use nicknames throughout the episode. Like it was entertaining. It wasn't just
Yeah.
let's watch this guy see if he can scale the wall after he hangs upside down on 3 different ropes, and then he jumps through hoops and then flips. Like it was dumb.
It started. Well, they made it like way
Just
too.
adult obstacle course, and then and then it got
They made it-
impossible to do.
They made it unattainable.
They're like, oh, and 3 people finished tonight. I'm like, we just watched the show for 2 hours. Like, 50 people went.
What did they call? It was something stupid. What did they call the wall that you'd have to? Well, it was like the. Remember that the warp wall.
The warp.
Because I was like,
I
it
was
was
gonna say
curved.
something else that was not
Yeah,
right.
that was about. What were you gonna say?
Wailing Wall.
Whaling?
Isn't the Wailing Wall
What is that?
the wall in Jerusalem or something that people go up to, and then
Oh, is that
isn't
what?
that what that is?
I should know.
No, I
that.
have to look it up.
Is it, what is? I
don't
should
remember
totally
the
know
line.
that. But
Isn't
what
it?
is wailing? Like screaming?
Like crying?
Oh, like what people? Oh, I see. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. I literally thought you meant like the animal,
Wailing
like
wall.
WHAL.
Yep. Jerusalem, bang.
Like WAIL.
Which let's not shut out
Right?
Jerusalem right now.
But you mean whale like WAIL?
Yeah, yeah.
When you were
Wailing Wall.
whiling.
Wailing. I was gonna say too, not to get super into this, and we're super early in the show, but
Time for the wild stuff.
the Platinum
Squad! And over here we got the gold squad.
Yeah.
Make some noise with the red squad. 'Cause then they would change it up.
DJ D-Rex. Yeah,
Cut the beat.
it was pretty good. That was really good back in the day too.
Oh, that was
And they'd pull up
awesome.
like the scrawny white girl that was like 29, and she would just devour one of the dudes. in
What,
there.
Justina Valentine?
No, she lost it towards the end there. But there was like a scrawny
Oh,
brunette, like Sarah or something like
I think
that.
it was, yeah.
And she would torch them, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That was really entertaining. I used to record it.
We used to
Like we
watch-
would know who was going to be on it.
we would
And
watch
we would record it.
10 at a time.
But then they had some random guests too that I was like, who? Like when we were like 13, I didn't know Papoose. Like I didn't care.
Yeah.
Like some of them, I'm like, who? Like
Yeah, well, that,
either way though, not relevant enough. He doesn't need to be on that.
yeah, it was just kind
Why
of.
does he need to be
Well,
on
you
that?
can think of, you can
And
recognize.
then they'd have like random celebrities that weren't actually rappers or musicians at all. Like then they just have like an actor, and I'd be like,
you can recognize when they clearly didn't have a guest, and Nick Cannon was like, "Please do me a solid,"
yeah.
and they did. You can totally. tell
But and
that.
it is crazy when you think about like some of the people that came out of that, like Matt Rife.
I know.
People don't even realize now that he was ever on that.
Wasn't Pete Davidson on it?
No,
Or
but
Mikey Day?
was.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Mikey Day, and I think that other Taryn.
Karen Killam?
Yeah, he
not.
was on it too.
What?
I'm pretty positive. Don't make me look that one up either, but I'm pretty positive he was. I think they both were early though. Like when they had just had the dank T-shirts and they were in like a dusk studio.
They had like Gildan printed shirts.
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
They came here at some point.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was a crazy show too. But we would binge that thing. We would literally we would record the season of it, and then mom and dad would be gone one time and be like it was like a guilty pleasure for some reason. Like it would be like,
well, because they thought it was dumb, which
yeah.
they weren't really
But
wrong.
but it was the kind of, I feel like you should almost not be watching anything if you can only ask someone to watch it with you, like out of the side of your mouth. Like that's what it felt like. It'd be like we would like murmur it and figure out what the other one was saying and be like, no. And we would be like right in front of it. It's so funny because when you watch it back, it's like they don't really do anything. Like it's kind
They
of just
don't.
like
They
it's
just
kind
stand around.
it's kind of just like party games.
It's basically like you
Oh.
buy tickets, you pay us, and we're gonna stand around and like have fun.
Although the family reunion game was always fun.
There were a couple that were great.
That was fun.
There was a couple other ones that we loved that I can't think of now.
You know, I can't either, but
Family Reunion was a really good one, yeah.
because then they just roasted people in the audience, and I live for that.
I know.
Because there were some characters that would come to that show.
And I feel like it was sort of
Purposeful?
yeah, sort of on the vibe of like Maury.
Yep, I was
or-
gonna say that. Springer.
Yeah, or Steve Wilkos. I was gonna say that was totally the least popular.
Yeah, oh
Like,
my.
nobody
But
would
I think it's still going.
Steve,
I think he's still going.
he's the boy.
Well, but didn't he start as Jerry Springer's bodyguard?
I think.
I think that's how it happened. But then he just made his own. That's so stupid. Yeah, but those were also
There's a
shows that I'd be
brand-
like, okay, mom's coming. Like,
There's a brand of midday shows that you're like, this is just tomfoolery. Like all of those
General
all
Thomas,
the
Thomas Ford.
Judge shows, like Judge Mathis. Like that's ridiculous.
I know.
Like Judge Judy is the trailblazer and the pioneer, so we'll let her have that. But like the rest of them,
What were the other ones?
Toller, I don't know. Is that
Yeah.
the People's Court,
I think that's a different show. I don't know.
or is
Might
that
be.
Mathis?
No, Judge Mathis is called Judge Mathis. isn't
Okay,
it?
okay, I don't know.
I don't know what Toller did.
But the People's Court is a thing too.
Apologies. It's Gert.
But there's also
He's not a Gert. He's Miss Toller. Judge Toller.
yeah, I love that she weighs back in.
How could you be quiet?
Like she lets them have it for a second, and she's like Judge. Like, all right.
No, I thought the other one. Oh no, she did do that.
I think it was her. Yeah, I thought. I don't know.
No, it was definitely her. But
Oops, I
those
just touched that.
but those are also shows where people come out later and they're like, I saw one story and a guy was like, oh, me and my boys would go on every year.
I was about to say you can write yourself into it. Like if it's crazy enough and there's enough to back it up, they'll be like, "All right, come on."
Yeah, they would come up with crazy stories, and then
Like I think he actually went on one of them twice.
he said they would cycle through the shows.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah. But I also thought about today, especially again on my ride home, because I saw a bunch of people repping it. But I know that I'm super excited. I know you are too. That the Buffalo Sabres have finally made the playoffs
Oh.
and won the division, which is unbelievable. I'm pumped. We're a little bit. I don't want to use the word yet. We're too early into Buffalo sports success, but we're a little bit getting to spoiled now. I think with the Bills, at least the Bills' expectations of like every year we're like they can really do it. Our whole lives we never said we were like maybe they'll be in third. Like we were never like they can really win the entire thing if they do things right.
Mm-hmm.
But we're a little bit spoiled now with having a team that we believe is capable of winning the entire thing.
It's just crazy because we didn't think that in November.
Of
Like
the
it's not
Sabres,
like
yeah.
like it's not like the Bills the last couple of years they've had high expectations from the get, but the Sabres we were like, and they were like second last in the division or fourth last, and we were like, here we go. Like,
literally come November, we're like,
it's
this is another
unbelievable.
pitiful year. And I was telling Dad, like, those kinds of surprise seasons happen to every team that isn't us. Like seriously, the amount of times.
But that's also when they win. Like when
Well,
other
yeah.
teams win the whole thing. They do
Or have
this.
enough success that like a couple of the star players' careers are like solidified, or at least they're gonna stay on that team now. Like for me, I think about the Baker Mayfield Bucks. Like Baker Mayfield had something to prove, right? He showed up. They were not supposed to be that good, really, in my opinion. They were not supposed to be that good. All of a sudden, they're making a run. They're beating good teams. They're in the playoffs, like, and it was a surprise. And we're like, these guys are insane. Even the first year of like the Dan Campbell Lions, or the second
Yes.
was, or maybe second year, I think, but unbelievable. And we were all like, they're something serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And same thing, like I have never ever experienced us being the serious surprise that like actually is good, and not just like had a really good month, because that'll happen with the Red Sox. Like, oh,
Yeah.
they have a great July, and then
Yeah.
they don't make it, but they've had a good rest of the year after. And
Like
I've
I
never
sent it to you guys, I think on Instagram. Every time they put out the NHL posts the power rankings, which to be fair, I don't really follow the NHL as a whole. I have a lot more this season, but overall, I really don't.
Me too.
But I've always followed the NHL on Instagram. Half the posts I don't even know what they are or who they are about, but
Yeah.
I still follow it. And I've seen so much Sabres stuff on their account, and I love it. And like every week or however often when they do the power rankings,
Yeah.
we were 2 the one week. I was like, boys, we're ranked second in the whole league.
It's
And I also just
unbelievable.
want a Buffalo team to win, so I don't have to go to work because I'm hoping they'll do I'm hoping they'll do the parade on a
Oh, they will
weekday.
down. Of course they will, and it'll go straight downtown.
It'll take over downtown. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
I've been saying for years, if the Bills won, I genuinely think the city would be nuts for like a week.
oh yeah. Oh my.
Like Toronto
You
when they
kidding me?
won, it was millions of people. The city shut down for
When
like 7 days.
when the Cavs won, do you remember that parade? It was and here's the other thing. Even if
People would
places,
travel.
that's
People
right.
would show up.
And even if places that are like businesses here and schools here and stuff don't close, no one's coming. Like
No, that's the
seriously,
good part.
they
That's what I
have to
mean.
close.
And my building's right there. Like, what do
Yeah.
you want me to do?
No, right.
Like, I
Well,
couldn't get there,
that was
and I wouldn't want to go. But
that was the beauty in high school, is we were right on like that major strip, and we all. I remember having that conversation in high school. If they win, we're blessed. Like we're doubly up because we don't have to go to school because they need the road. But if they win, especially the Sabres, it's funny because
Oh,
was it
gosh.
was it was it Bruce Almighty that happened, that the Sabres won and
And
the
they
city was
rioted.
burning?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sort of afraid. I don't think the city would burn. I've jokingly said that before. Like this place is
No, it was Bruce. You're right.
yeah, because Evan
Evan
was Steve
was
Carell.
Noah's Ark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noah's Arse.
But it probably smelled like Noah's arse in there. They
Oh
had
god.
every kind of animal imaginable in that thing.
Yeah, they were all. Where'd they put the poo? Can we talk about that?
Maybe they didn't feed in the.
What were they fed? What were they given to drink? Because we don't even know if the water was fresh water.
If he's magical enough that the animals will come to like, I don't know where he's supposed to live, but there's alpacas in like Nebraska. I'm sure he managed to get them water. They were in what? They almost drowned in it.
I know, but that's why I said, was it fresh water?
I don't know if it was ocean
Or was it
that
or was
water
it
that.
ocean spillover? Because if so,
Now you're concerned for the
you're gonna have to
animals.
filter that.
Gonna have to filter that. But it was Bruce Almighty
Yeah.
because he lived here even in the movie, and they shot like 2 scenes here.
He did?
Yeah, he was a newscaster in Buffalo.
Oh, I didn't remember that part. That
Really?
makes sense though.
And they shot at City Hall. That's like one of the only shots they actually did. I think it was City Hall. They had like two actual scenes shot here.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was like the weatherman in Buffalo.
Yeah. Well, I knew.
Or not the weatherman, but he was a newscaster in Buffalo. I
The
believe.
anchor.
Yeah.
No, I
And
didn't forget that.
and the Sabres won the Stanley Cup. But we were also really good then. I think wasn't it? Well, I don't know when the movie came out, but we went to the Cup in '99, so it was probably in the realm of possibility, like within those years, maybe.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
don't know if it was '90s though, but regardless, but we had been good at least in that time frame. But I obviously don't think like riots would happen, but there'd be some serious, like it would be a level of parity that we have never seen or experienced.
Hitherto
What, Shakespeare? What are you saying?
hitherto undreamt of.
Yeah, That's what you couldn't get out.
Yeah.
It would be unbelievable,
Isn't that
and
what he says?
it would be unbelievable. I'm just excited. Like I just said today, I would be genuinely satisfied with a conference trip. Like if we make it just before off this year, but then watch next year.
I told you though, I have a few dollars on them to win the cup. It was like $3 for like 50.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, I'm doing it because then if they
Yeah.
win, it's another added bonus for me. I'm not like rolling in it, but I'm like, sweet. Like,
right.
put a couple dollars down to win 50. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. And
I was gonna take them to be conference, but I was like, I really just felt like I didn't know if Tampa Bay was gonna take it, so I didn't do it. But I should have
Yeah.
because I should have done it every stage. But
but I again, I know I've said it a bunch of times. Apparently, that's all I have to say. But I'm just really excited for it. I really want to go. I don't say this
I'm
much.
fired up.
I really don't say this much, but I want to go to a bar for one of these games.
I know.
I really do. It's
And
gonna.
I do like the sentiment. I agree with that, and I've been saying that like it's better to go to a bar and get wings and a beer than like spend $5,000 to go to the game. But like I also feel like I was saying earlier, like other side of the coin though. When are our games nationally televised? You can't just sit on the because we don't have MSG, the channel. We can't watch the
Yeah.
Sabres games, and we don't have that Gotham Sports app because we just don't pay for it.
Yeah.
So we can't watch the games unless we stream it somehow on my TV. But I'm saying like it's a nationally televised game. I would also love to just go get wings and bring them home and sit at home with a beer and wings and watch the game.
You're right.
Like, but I think both.
Both can occur. Yeah, of course.
But I'm just saying, like
They can be same
like
night.
being packed in a bar like this, shoulder to shoulder with 6 sweaty men, and there's beer flying around, and like I don't need that. It just seems
But
like
also,
a lot.
but it's not bedlam. Like you're
No,
acting,
it would be.
no, but there wouldn't.
telling me
but
if
there
we
wouldn't
won-
be beer flying around. Like we've been.
I'd be getting hitting the head with beer on, like
No, you would not.
I don't know.
They would not be throwing cans. We'd be wild out and wild out. But we wouldn't. But there wouldn't be beer all over you.
No, that.
You might have to wash
I'm
your
telling you.
clothes, but you wouldn't have to like.
And why should I have to wash my clothes if I go anywhere
But
else?
if they get a little spilly, I've had
Like,
things have
see
been
how you're just softly
no.
acknowledging that I would be drenched in beer?
drenched. But you don't think
I'd
that
be like,
ew. But you don't think that
no.
you don't think that it would be fun to see?
I didn't say that it wouldn't be fun.
It would
right?
be. It would literally be. Again, we also mention this every time because I just watched it. I know we keep talking about SpongeBob, but over the weekend I watched like the second half of the movie.
Yeah, where did you find that?
It was just on YouTube TV.
See, I
somewhere.
never surf that anymore.
I never think to, but when I do, I'm always like, oh, yeah.
Was it on Nickelodeon?
I think I don't remember, and I had forgotten because we started it halfway through, and I was just hyped. Like I was just like the whole time because right when I turned it on, they'd become men.
I was about to say, did they
And-
find Dennis yet or no?
That it was
Did you
shortly
find
after,
them, I guess.
and all of a sudden it cut to when they make it to Shell City, and they realize that they're at Shell City, and and then I don't know how I forgot it. I can't even get the sentence out now. But all of a sudden, when it cuts to a theater and it's all pirates, I completely forgot about it. And they all go, ah! They're wiling. And I thought that was so funny. Like, generally, for me, seeing people get excited, like, on a whim, like,
That always kills me.
it has me super weak. I don't know why.
Like, remember that one meme video that we used to be dead at? It was just a bar full of people. Like, it was like a soccer game. It was like Brazil or something.
Yeah.
And they scored, and everyone in the bar went nuts. And then people used to put random videos on it, and they would go nuts. And I
Like-
would laugh even when it wasn't a funny. Like, it would be like Avengers, like Endgame. And he would say
Yeah.
assemble. And it was like one of the hypest minutes of like
Oh,
a
yeah.
Marvel movie in our lives. And I was still crying laughing at it just because 200 people were going nuts in
Yeah.
the room. Like,
I even used to send gifs a lot of that. I would look up, like, audience cheering, and it'd be like this, and they'd be like, and then they would just get hyped. And the reaction of it, and the fact that everyone's like, ah, like, excited, just, I don't know why, it kills me. But the fact that I had forgotten that it was pirates, and only pirates. I forgot that. And I was like, oh yeah, they like break the fourth wall. Like,
Don't they
they're watching it with
But
us.
don't they eventually? Don't they not support it in the beginning? Then they slowly come around and join their then
Yeah.
support them.
Yes, I think
Like
they
by the end they're like, or the beginning they're like, oh, and by the end they're like, ah.
yeah,
like,
because
that-
I think they like somehow I think they like went into the wrong movie or they played the wrong movie and they're like,
Oh yeah, I think you might
right?
be right.
And they were like,
I feel-
well, we're already here. And then by the end, they're going nuts
And
for
they were
Sponge.
crying at the
Yeah,
end.
they
I
were.
think.
Yeah, and it had me super weak. But I'm trying to remember what
I
my
love that movie.
I'm trying to remember what my
That's a
point.
film.
What was my? I'm trying to remember where we were before I brought that up. That made me think about it. I don't know. Oh, but because that's what it would be. I would kind of be dead with the Sabres
Yeah.
because we're going nuts. Like there is a natural point of like laughter, even at like a Bills game, or when Steph and I went to the Sabres game, and dudes from like the row underneath are turning around to high five, whatever. And by the end, and like by the second goal, I'm like, oh, like I'm weak while it's happening
I know.
because everyone's just so hippie.
It's just pandemonium. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just can't even comprehend that level of like citywide joy that would
Citywide
occur.
pandy. Like
It would be the
it'd be a pandy party. It'd be a party of pandemonium. The pandemonious energy would be.
the monium being panded is something that I have yet to truly experience, but I need to know like and again, everybody's going to the parade. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you
We're gonna gerrymander the party.
Perry.
We're gonna gerrymander the pandering party.
That was that,
The way you went.
yeah, that was well
I don't even know what I forget what that even means. So
what?
gerrymander.
Really?
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what is it?
It's a way to stall when voting's gonna happen on a bill to
That's
get passed.
filibuster.
Oh yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that
Oh
too.
yeah.
Oh my god!
That's bad, yeah. I'll take that.
But I do think it's like isn't it like a political esque thing? Or did I
Yeah,
make
no,
that
it
up?
is, it is, it is.
Well, I have to look it up.
Oh, this is terrible.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yep, that's a low. That's a low for me.
I knew it.
That's not what we wanted. Look it up.
Sorry, I'm doing it.
Look it up. Bum, bum.
Oh my god! I just googled Jerry. Hold on.
Isn't it with a
Oops.
G?
Yeah, that's it.
He literally.
Oh my god!
No,
Wait.
I have to clarify this. He literally searched like he searched the name Jerry.
And then I didn't even type it.
J-E.
Okay.
Jerry, and he pressed search. Why did you do that?
Okay, so we were right. It is political, but
Well, yeah.
gerrymandering is the deliberate manipulation of electoral district boundaries to give one political party incumbent or group an unfair
Oh.
advantage over rivals. By drawing bizarrely shaped districts, it aims to pack opposition voters into a few districts or crack them across many. Crack the voters? Reducing their overall voting power.
Like, can we go back? Well, there's a website. Anyway, the fact that you why did you do that?
It's AI. It says
Yeah, it is, but-
Jerry.ai.
But that's not what caused you
No, it's not.
to do that.
Jerry.mandering.
That's so funny. I don't know why. I don't know why you did that.
I don't know.
And that we watched it happen in real time. And the second you pressed it, we were both realized that you had done it right away. You looked back at me instantly. That was really funny. I kind of needed that.
That's what
What were you gonna find?
After you got the neck, I
You
knew.
should- yeah, you do get one. I'm sorry, I can't reach. I was gonna say that earlier, but
That you
I-
can't reach my neck.
no, but that I can't like extend my arm all the way because I finally went back to the gym on Monday, and I did arms just because that's like that's the thing that I can ease back into the best. Like I still need more work on other things than that, so it was easier for
Yeah.
me to lead with that
You do.
first. Yeah, you are super weak, but I'm so sore today that like I was walking around like I couldn't when I was reaching for something I was like seriously I couldn't do anything. It's like when you sleep. It's like the equivalent of when you sleep wrong and you have to turn instead of looking. I'm
Or,
doing
like-
that. Like I can't reach. I have to like
Like you see
It
you
genuinely
see a
hurts.
relative you haven't seen in a while, and they're like, "Oh, come give me a hug," and you're like,
yeah, like and it just so happens of course that you're reaching for everything. Like now that my arms hurt like that, I can't like all of a sudden you haven't yet received a neck.
that.
This is the fifth one. Why now?
That happens to me the most with like little like if I had cut my finger, I somehow get something in that cut for a
Yep.
week.
And you use your right hand for everything.
Yeah. I'm like,
Also, I want to clarify very quickly. When I got slapped and he got slapped, that's referred to as a neck in our world.
people
It,
don't know that. Like,
it happens when, or it's earned when you do or say something that basically turns out to be stupid or
wrong.
or you're wrong. Like you deliver something confidently and then it turns out that's not true. There's many examples of it, but we've been doing it for years. It's become part of our
It was
day.
like a middle school thing, and we just never let it go.
Because
But plenty of people haven't. I know many people that still will acknowledge when a neck should be given.
oh yeah, of course.
Like,
And you can and it's also just a thing to acknowledge and verbally that's a neck. Like and you can accept that it's like again I just kind of laid down because I earned that quickly and you earned it with the Jerry. But a neck is I think it's necessary because someone you have to accept when you did something wrong. And
everyone has to be humbled a bit.
and if you reject the neck, like if you get your back up about it and don't let someone do it, that looks worse for you. Like it's better if you just be like
Yeah, it looks like you won't. Yeah,
and take and turn and take it, than
face the sword
yeah, then if you
or die.
then or if you try to explain yourself out of it,
Then you're getting double.
yeah, then it's
You're getting swivel.
absolutely.
You're getting.
And our family does it. Our friends like it's remained a stronghold, I would say.
Oh yeah, fixture.
Yeah, next start necking your people. You know,
Your people.
you got a friend that has never watched this and never will. They say something stupid, just slap their freaking neck.
Yeah.
And then, but imagine,
YOLO.
but imagine someone has no idea what it is, and they're like, "What the hell was that?" Like someone's pissed, and you're like, "A neck?"
Like we live on a
they-
floating rock. Take the neck.
they're like, "It was a neck."
I remember some people be like,
That doesn't
"Isn't
explain
that,
it.
isn't that kissing?" I'm like, no.
Yeah, necking.
Yeah, because I just said he deserved a neck for that, and then I slapped his neck, which is totally the same as. Like, did you not pick up on what just happened there? Why would that be the same thing then?
And yeah, like you didn't say something. You didn't type Jerry, and then I kissed you. Like you watched
That's
it
what
happen.
I mean. Like, what? I literally
Also-
said, "Oh, that's a neck," and then I hit your neck, and then we giggled, and then we moved on.
Also, how old are we? If you're saying that two people are necking instead of kissing, then you should also say that like if someone's dating, they're like going with each other. Like, did they court? The last time people necked in that way,
Neck.
neck. The last time somebody necked was like when you'd go dancing on the weekends. You wouldn't go out; you'd go dancing.
They were hitting the.
Charleston,
Yeah.
is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
There should be some kind of alternate neck, though, I feel, where when you get it extra right like that, like I read your mind, I should get something
No,
for that.
I don't think so.
Maybe I just neck you.
No.
There should be some kind of, I do feel that there should be something for being right as well. Like, why does it only happen when you're wrong?
Because right should be the bare minimum. That should be the baseline.
That's fair.
Correctness should be the baseline. We've fallen far in this society.
That only being wrong gets,
That everyone's just wrong all the time about everything.
well, that's completely true, yeah.
Let's fix that. Fix that, fix that, fix that.
I also wanted to briefly touch on Coachella because we're in the midst of it. I believe still, right? Isn't it still happening?
It's like a month. I don't even know
Yeah,
anymore.
it's really long.
It's like Coachella, week 1, day 1, hour 2.
Yeah.
I don't need a vlog.
Get
for
ready
every
with me for
minute.
my third outfit change, but regardless, I do.
in my
it does
weird,
really-
in my weird tent hut that kind of looks like a weird distorted lava lamp. But like we have a chair.
It does bother me
Like shut up.
how much it's just become like influencer fest. Like it originally, like obviously, even from the beginning, people that were like more famous were going, of
We
course.
didn't even have influencers originally. It was just famous people. It was just Kylie and Kendall Jenner.
The first couple times, it was mainly like Viners, though.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
when I remember it, and then it quickly became brand deals and outfit checks and whatever. And now it's just not even about what you're there for.
And nobody's even there on their own dime anymore. They all get paid. They all get
Yeah.
sent out there.
Neutrogena sent me here. and it's literally like a house. Like the brand gets a house.
I'm here in the Nature Valley suite.
Nature Vet. I'm in the
I
oats
really
and-
love the crumbly honey and oats.
I'm in the oats and honey room,
Yeah.
and
What was the green one? Was that oats and honey? That's the only one I
Yeah.
like. Well, that was the best one, not the other one.
crumbly as all get out though.
You could like, it would just
You would eat that thing. With the second you open it, you're like, you just have a pile of.
you'd
crumbs.
wear it more than you'd eat it.
You'd
yeah.
walk out as the crumb from eating that. Those things were
Sorry, I
delish.
can't stop yawning. My God.
I just need more lively convo, I guess. It's on me.
More engaging banter.
I do think that we should have some kind of debate section as well,
Debate.
because we surely disagree on.
I have a
on
hankering
things.
for that.
And there's certainly things that, obviously, that you like and I
That
don't.
you're wrong. Yeah.
Especially with like, probably food and poo.
The first category of things we should debate is food.
Just because
You just have a stubborn
an
palate.
exquisite palate,
Stubborn.
awesome, goated palate.
Juvenile.
Imagine you're
You have an underdeveloped palate.
Imagine complimenting someone and being like, "Dude, you have a goated palate." Like think about
No.
think about the modern.
Goated palate.
Think about the term.
Your palate
now.
is immature.
No, my
You have
palate's-
an immature. You have a.
I don't care.
No.
Yeah, I'm out.
No, that's.
I literally can't reach
You
it.
have
so
a
I am.
poopy palate.
But I do think that it would be so funny if someone like those super nonchalant dudes where like everyone is dude, and like those people that
I'm nonchalant.
you're not. But the people that do that, like they're like, dude, and you just met the guy.
Yeah.
People like that could totally be like, dude, your palate is lit. Like people that are using terms like that are able, like those overly casual people are the only people that are able to throw something out that would be like totally ass, and you're with it, and it's funny.
What an eccentric but intriguing palate you have.
Like somebody who doesn't care and just sits on the couch, you're like, dude, your palate's like fucking awesome, dude. Like I would be dead. You know what I mean? I'd be
Yeah.
weak. And that's totally something.
Well,
that
nobody would ever say that to you though. So that
well, it doesn't.
you're like, oh, thanks. I love chicken tenders.
It doesn't. It doesn't have to be to me.
Like I'm eating divine dishes, and you're like eating slop.
You're eating divine dishes. Like what?
Like, do you have pasta with red sauce?
What's divine about what you're
Or like,
eating?
yeah, I'll take the gas food now.
That
Can you bring us the real menu? Because he's already looked at the kids' menu and he already knows what he wants. He wants
They
the
don't-
grilled cheese.
They don't.
That's what he wants, and he doesn't even want a drink with it. He just wants grilled cheese. And then I'm like, ooh, can I have the lobster risotto, please?
That's pasta
With a
risotto. Oh, rice, right? Is it like a rice thing?
it's
That's another-
definitely not pasta.
No, it's not. That's another neck for me.
Yeah. What is that though?
Isn't it? Stop looking. Stop looking things up.
Yeah, rice.
Oh, well, I did know it.
Slowly cooking high starch rice and broth until it
Everyone
reaches smooth.
comment. Battle show.
Oh my god! It
him.
literally translates to rice-based dish in Italian.
Oh, that's kind of stupid.
Anyway, I'm getting lobster risotto with a garlic cream sauce, and you're getting grilled cheese with the leftover Colby Jack they had from the night before.
I've never gone to a restaurant and ordered grilled cheese.
No, you have. Are you seriously claiming that you've never done that?
When did I do it? I'm asking.
You've done it so many times. Are you kidding?
so many.
We used to go to a certain place, and you literally want. Where did you always get the grilled cheese? I swear to God, I will ask Mom this. You lived on grill. Everywhere we went, you'd get grilled cheese. You're crazy. I feel like you got it in Baltimore. We all got crab cakes, and you got grilled cheese. I swear to God,
No, that's the example.
there was somewhere
I did not
in
always
particular that you would always get the grilled cheese.
Oh, we both always get the grilled cheese when we went to the zoo because it was gas.
Well, yeah, because that one was undefeated. Yeah.
Anyone
you
that ever
would
goes
take
to the
it-
Buffalo
you would
Zoo
go-
needs it.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you would get the grilled cheese everywhere.
That is totally untrue. I don't believe it's me.
One of these episodes, once we get her consent, I'm going to call Mom in the middle of an episode. I'm going to ask her one of these questions. as they come up, and she's gonna prove me right.
I did not constantly order.
You did.
That's insane.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
That's my issue with it.
it's insane to claim that. I did not get that everywhere we went. How do you remember?
Why are you
that?
talking at half speed?
I don't know.
I did not get that everywhere we went. No, but you did. And it was the plainest ass grilled cheese. It wasn't like there was anything fancy
No
about it.
way.
There was
That's
no
so-
Gouda. There was no smoke happening. There was
Smoke?
Yeah, smoked. There
Oh,
was
in the
no-
cheese, you're saying?
Yeah, there was no exquisite nature about it at all. It was
Figure
literally just
nature.
sloppy cheese, nasty wet
Okay,
bread.
I'm still
And
waiting.
you'd be like, oh,
I'm still
with the
waiting.
fries.
As are your 12 viewers you keep mentioning. What divine dishes are you eating?
I'm simply
No.
at a higher caliber
no,
than
no.
you in terms of palate.
You know what?
And you
gonna
know
be-
that. And the fact that you're going to sit there and
What?
pretend to be like, oh, no, you don't. It's crazy. I've been eating
No.
food that you haven't been eating
That
for
means
probably
nothing.
15 years. That's not true.
It doesn't mean anything.
You wouldn't even eat a bell pepper for probably the last 14 years of your life. And you're going to say that I don't have a slightly elevated palate as compared to yours as when juxtaposed? I
Elevated
literally
palate.
categorically disagree with that.
Elevated palate.
I was trying poo that you wouldn't even dream of back then. I've eaten stuff
It doesn't
that
matter when
you
you
couldn't even have hypothesized about.
But it doesn't matter when you ate it.
No, it does, because I was at a more distinguished palate, even younger. And it's
Eating-
just only
Eating
even
bell
if you
pepper-
rose, I rose as well. So you've never caught me. I just started here and you started here. And then as we've gone, you've gone up too, but
So you ate
mine is far superior.
because you ate bell pepper when I didn't 10 years ago. You have
No, that's just a very basic example of something that you wouldn't eat. That I would. That's crazy to me. Like fish?
I eat fish.
No, yeah, but you wouldn't eat like a fish fry. You wouldn't eat that for a long time.
What?
You'd probably get a
I
grilled
tried
cheese.
one and didn't like it very much.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's a
in
problem.
Buffalo, the beer batter thing is a lot. Now I actually kind of prefer it, but back then I didn't.
And this is what I'm saying. Back then, your palate sucked, and it's only somewhat improved since then. And mine is to the moon. Like
Because you're eating
I'm
sushi.
feasting with.
All you ever ate was mac and cheese.
I'm feasting with Chef Ramsay.
All you
Have you
ever
ever seen the meme that was like, "Stop eating"? Oh
No.
It was like stop eating.
have to know what
something with
these-
the something, and it was like a loser kind of thing, and start eating lobster with the mobsters. You don't remember that?
No. You have to start coming up with ones that I know. This is on you.
Stop eating wings with
Turn that.
weaklings. I don't remember it. The last part was lobster with mobsters though, and like it was the point was that he thought like the guy typed it in the meme like as if he had like he thought that was cool, like that he was gonna get a girl with
I
that.
can't believe that pepper. Was there. All you ever
Pepper,
ate was mac and cheese, and you know it.
and then I graduated, and you stayed at the grill.
You couldn't even
Cheese.
pronounce peanut butter and jelly back then. You were calling it peanut butter and jelly.
I've never once said
You
jelly.
did. You said jelly.
No, I
you
never
did. You were
have.
calling it friggin' jelly. You totally were.
No, I wasn't.
You couldn't even
And-
say it
and
right.
even if I was, I had a taste for something better, something more,
What?
something greater,
jelly.
and you never did.
PB and J
I'm
is
telling
flavor.
you, even okay, this you have got. If you don't admit this, I will
Have
actually be
got.
mad. Regardless of whether or not how I estimate your palate,
No, you have no basis
Let me
to estimate
finish.
my palate.
ear.
Ear.
I was gonna say irregardless, but people hate that, and I don't even like that. So
Ear. That's what you just did. Shut up about your palate and mine.
palate aside,
Ear.
palate aside, whatever we have or haven't said about your palate, toss that, okay? Regardless of that, the dishes that I even will consider and browse at restaurants is completely different than yours. Like there's things that the second you see something, you're like, nope, and you go to the next one.
That
We
doesn't.
look at a menu and you immediately lock in on 3 or 4 things. I'm reading the whole thing
I see the
because I will
options.
eat most of what they offer.
I read it all.
And
And just because you choose a different thing doesn't mean it's better.
no, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying I consider just my options are higher caliber than yours, and the fact that
Higher
and you're dead, which
caliber?
means you know that I'm right.
What's the caliber?
Like you will look at burgers and maybe a sandwich. I will look at everything. I will look at wraps. I will look at whatever
Wraps?
cultural items they have.
No, but what are you talking about?
Like when we go to if we go to a Greek restaurant,
You
yeah,
don't get the
give me whatever
souvlaki.
you got with the souvlaki or the tzatziki or the gassi.
You don't
Give me all that.
You don't
Give
get
me the gaziki sauce.
You don't get that.
Gasiki. I have had the souvlaki salad. Are you kidding?
Salad?
How is that different? It comes with the
Are
same
you-
sauce and it comes with a gallon of Greek dressing.
I swear I
And it's
saw
gas.
a roll of spit come out.
Probably.
But have you ever gotten the souvlaki dish?
They literally put it
No,
on
no.
the salad, though. It's not any different. It's no different than a burger salad. It's the same components. It's just a different format. So no, I haven't ordered the souvlaki, but I've had the souvlaki salad.
Okay, that's not necessarily the. Also, you don't go everywhere and have the staple cultural dish.
No, but I consider it.
No, you don't.
No, I do.
Also, your first example was wraps.
Yeah. When's the last time you had a wrap, my boy?
You said
When do you ever venture into the wrap section?
I hate wraps because they're
So you're.
they're like slippery. I'm serious.
This is
They're-
exactly my
They're
point.
slimy.
This is my point. That is a very juvenile palate thing to say. Someone who doesn't explore food would say that. They'd be like, "It's gross."
No. The thing is, I did explore it and I
The
discovered
last
it
time
was
you had a wrap was
slippery.
probably years ago,
I don't know.
and you don't even know.
No, yeah, I don't
And you
know.
literally don't even know the last time
I'm-
you had a wrap. You don't even know.
I'm supposed to know
Last time
that?
I had a wrap, you want to know when it was?
Last week.
Saturday. I had a wrap.
What was it?
Caesar salad.
That's literally the most basic thing you could eat.
No, I just had a craving for it. I just had a hankering. I was going to get the one I always get, which is like Chipotle ranch, fried avocado. I think bacon. No, maybe ham and a cheese, like and some other stuff in there too. But
Something.
it's great, and just everything I said, just several of those ingredients you wouldn't even eat.
only
You
the
didn't even eat
avocado.
shavakadu.
Only,
Yeah, see,
yeah. God forbid I don't like something. That doesn't mean my palate is poop.
but your palate's chopped,
No, it's
and
not.
my palate is refined unk.
It's not.
Mine is refunk, and yours is poop. Yours is defunct. Mine is refunk. Okay.
You think that your palate is Silver Fox, Unk? It is not.
No,
it has
it's-
lost
no, it's
himself beer belly.
Gold
Unk.
spoon. I have gold spunk.
So because you like
I don't do-
fish fry and wraps, your palate is elevated. That's what you're telling me. Those examples.
But the fact that you're still not willing to concede that I browse, entertain, consider, and order more elaborate dishes than you is just preposterous.
How do you know what I'm reading?
Have you had the shrimp gnocchi at the place? Have you had the lobster gnocchi
I've only been once.
with the cream sauce and the
I've
peas?
been once.
And and you didn't have that. And so that something tells me that your eyes would never have even been drawn to it because it's above your caliber.
pasta.
And the risotto as well.
Pasta. You were telling me I
Gnocchi?
only eat pasta.
Gnocchi,
That was a pasta dish.
but gnocchi's not
It is no,
super pasta.
I don't care. It is. It is pasta.
Like yeah, but
No. So suddenly, if I were to get it, it's pasta, but not really.
you wouldn't.
But
Is my
you've
point
gotten
because
it.
you'd never even get past the house-made burgers.
What?
You wouldn't.
Those are my safety net last resort.
A real adventurous eater doesn't have a last resort. We just adapt.
I'm sorry that I prefer logistics. That's where I'm at. I'm going to a restaurant.
Also, browse the menu prior.
browse letting me finish. That'd be cool. When I read through a menu, I have safe options, okay? Because if I do in fact not see a low enough palate item, according to you, then of course I'll get the burger because that's hard to mess up. I've never had a burger and been like, this reeks. Like, it's hard to make a burger badly if you tell them the way you want it, which they always ask. That's easier to do than if I get something and it's booty, but I just wasted somebody's money if I'm not buying, and if I am buying, I'm even more pissed because I spent the money for it. I just play it safe, I feel, and I think everyone should. I'm a logistics man. I need to know before I go in there.
But there's so
What-
many things that you're
everything.
denying yourself.
I'm
Even
not-
sushi, like the fact that you just actually went to a restaurant and got sushi for the first time is crazy to me because I've loved sushi for like 10 years.
But it took me long enough because I never really like.
But that's
cared
my point. Like,
to
try
no,
it.
but it took me long enough to realize that there wasn't just raw options. Like when I was younger,
Yeah.
I only thought it was raw fish, and I'm like, I'm not eating that. And then I tried it, I thought it was gross, so I just ruled it out because I just assumed it was all of that. And then once I learned that it wasn't really, I was okay with it. I just wasn't going to order it because there were other things.
Like I went home and I had the tempura left over from last night. And it was good. And then it was just really bad self neck because we had one crab rangoon left, and I didn't heat up the sushi. Why would I do that? So I
But you
just ate it as it was.
Oh,
And then I heated up the rangoon, and then I changed and whatever. And then I was driving over here and I go, I never ate that. It's just sitting on my coffee table right now. And I heated it up, but it was too hot when it came right out.
Oh,
So I was
yeah.
like, oh. So I put it on the table and I was like, I'm gonna go do this and I'll come back and eat it. It's sitting there right now.
it might be eaten by the time you get home. Well, no, that's impossible.
I mean,
But-
I hope Cabera doesn't eat it, but she might.
Yeah, but that's what I
Do
realized. there'd
cats
be
like
no
cream cheese?
human- Probably.
I mean, they like crab for sure.
I've never really seen stuff that cats don't want to eat.
That's
It's just about where
fair,
you
yeah.
let them.
Let's try to give cats like the most random, like pesto. Let's give a cat pesto
Let me-
and see what happens. Maybe it's like catnip.
maybe we can try the lower palate items like grilled cheese. But
And I bet you they wouldn't even touch that.
you can't defend. You know that you are a mac and cheese hound, and that is your safety net when you go somewhere. Is you get the damn mac and cheese because you read the options, you
I
don't
will
like them,
say,
and you
though-
get the mac and cheese.
I will say
That's-
though, I had a splendiferous jalapeno smoked Gouda jalapeno mac.
Okay, but is that
At
mac
Pearl
and cheese?
Street.
But is it mac and cheese?
It's a refined.
No,
but
no,
yeah.
And isn't that your safety net? If you go
No.
somewhere and you go, well, if they have mac and cheese and I don't like the options, I'll
I
get the mac
browsed
and
the
cheese.
interesting first. I don't have
But-
a safety net.
But I'm saying
first.
I don't care about what you read. I read it too. But you know damn well when you get in there and you see mac and cheese, that's in the back of your head that if you don't see anything you like enough, you're getting the mac and cheese. That's completely true.
Yeah.
And that doesn't
No, it
speak
is.
to
but, like,
refinery.
you see how I gave you that? See
because
how I was like, yeah,
because it's valid.
yeah, but I don't know, man. Let's go to a restaurant.
I was
And
gonna,
I'll order for you. Order for each other.
I'm just gonna get something I'm gonna hate. That's not a good idea at all.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
I do think it'd be funny though. I've thought
He'll have
about
the pound of olives.
just bring him the plate.
Super wet, too.
A
With the blue cheese. The blue cheese olives.
pound of olives. I don't even know what would gross you out.
He said he really wanted a side of capers. What grosses me out food-wise?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's nothing I can target to be like, oh, he's really gonna hate
I hate
this.
tomatoes, but those are usually
yeah.
easy to pick out. But there's nothing that like yucks me out to the point where I like can't even be around it. Like I don't really
It's
have
yucking
that.
you out. But no, I don't know.
I don't like watching people eat certain food. Like I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna be happy at a table if you're eating ribs. Like that's not
Yeah,
fun
of
for me.
course. Yeah.
But I will get messy with wings, but that's it. But like I don't think there is nothing that's coming to the forefront of my mind that I'm like I don't know.
Yeah. But I do think we should do. I'm trying to consider other forms of content we can do.
Yeah, me too.
And I think not us eating, but like I think that concept we can work with, like the idea of us, I don't know, something in that realm. I think we can do, and just kind of activity, even if we just like something stupid like the TikTok trend where people were like going to stores and picking out outfits for each other. Like that would be really, I think that'd be funny,
Yeah, I agree.
and we can just document that. And that could be some kind of additional thing. But I mean, again, not that these prompts have worked, but if there's anything anybody out there can think of that you'd like to see us do, please let us know. But
Yeah, definitely do that.
I think we could do that too, is at the very least just like restaurant, like just in general, and work with that that idea. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like that idea. That's a great one.
Or just some kind of way to, because I mean, this is obviously a form of us too, but like the second, like we're also a little bit different after this, you know, before this and after this.
Yeah.
And I think in some ways we might be funnier in those instances, not this.
I agree with that.
Even
yeah.
if we have like a kind of pretend serious like air hockey tournament or something like that, I think that could be fun too.
I agree with that.
Or when it gets
Agreed.
warmer, we can actually play basketball or something like that. Some kind of real life,
Or mini golf would be fun.
yeah, something to spice it up. But yeah, let us know what you want to see, because I would be more than happy to do something like that. I think it'd be a lot
Hell
of
yeah,
fun.
me too.
I want to add that this would normally be the diabetes break portion. I feel like we can't do that every single time, I think, because we have no sponsors to
They're
fill the
starting to
time.
believe us. They think we have
Yeah,
sponsors.
they really think we have them. But this would be the sponsor window, okay? Again, get the word out, all right? Because we will do poorly read ad reads for you, okay? We will mess up and laugh about it, and it'll make fun of your clips, so it's fine. And yeah, he's gonna look up Jerry, but he'll also look up your brand. He might spell it wrong a couple times, but we'll get there.
I said Olipop. Poppy.
You're right. That's interesting. But there's no similar. But this would be the window. This is your chance. So jump on in while it's empty. You know.
Yeah, right. Before there's a line.
Yeah, before we have to shut the doors and chain
Before
them
we're
up.
having to say no to people.
I don't think that would ever happen.
I'm sorry, we actually can't. We can't promote your brand.
Or what?
Your product. I said brand, but it came out like brand.
Okay, bro.
We'll promote your brand.
We will. We would love to. Unless it's bad.
Yeah, unless we don't like it, then we're not doing it.
Unless it's olives with cream cheese. Is that what you said?
Did I say cream cheese before?
I thought you said.
I meant to say blooch.
Oh, I think you did.
Okay, good.
I don't know what's going on with
I was
me.
like, that's not a thing.
I'm tired of your poo.
You're tired, yeah.
I'm tired of your frickin' poo.
You're tired.
We should totally.
Like, this is just tired.
Yeah. Your fits, your energy.
It's just, yeah, the whole thing.
Played out.
Yeah, it's just tired. I don't know.
This whole like streetwear thing. You just
Streetwear.
red for filth.
Your parachute pads.
Yeah. I wanted to mix up. Well, I realized I'd been wearing the same gray jeans that I wear for everything. I was about to put them on. I was like, I can't do that. Because I've done it every time. Last time I wore the blue cargos.
You have to show them I have options.
But I was like, that's probably a bad look. I don't know if I should wear the same one. Because they start to get discolored in the knee.
And you
Like-
can see how much you were wearing them.
Yeah. Like I have gray like khakis I wear to work, and the knees are red.
That's despicable.
Because they're so, I'm not kidding, I'll show you. Because they're so worn down.
That's a problem.
I know.
It's a big problem.
I mean, I'm glad that I get, like I said, I get take enough steps in a day or something. But it gets to a point.
I guess.
It really gets to a point.
It's getting stuffy.
I know. It's still 61 out there apparently.
I'll take it.
It's supposed to be like 40 in this coming week.
Yeah, Mom said that. I was not thrilled.
Somebody told me it was gonna snow. I don't know if that's true.
Did someone actually tell you it was going to snow?
I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
So as always, please like, subscribe, share, all of the above. We appreciate it. Again, like I've said every time, I think I always have fun doing this. I look forward to shooting it, editing it.
Of course.
I don't care if nobody sees it; it's fun. So I'm already looking forward to next week.
Episode 5.
Thanks for tuning in. If you made it to the end, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.